Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I have a very special guest who visited the Contest Prep Center today here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Andre Adams, IFBB pro, and gosh, he knows his stuff. He's been coaching for 15 years and he has this whole alphabet of credentials. I will let you say all your credentials so don't mess anything up.
Thank you, Ashley, and thanks for hosting too. Look, I'm here with National Academy of Sports Medicine. I'm a master trainer with them, also an IFBB Pro Olympian in the physique divisions. We're here this weekend really focusing on some glute development content, but today we want to talk about
the back, because you know what? In bikini, back is important too, which I don't think a lot of people realize because we never show our back and our back goes, it's covered by our hair.
Right.
However, we're still looking for that shape, that frame. So when we're hitting that pose from the front, we need to see some left. So as a bikini competitor, we're basically going to be focusing more on that upper back area rather than the entire back itself, because we want that nice X-frame shape.
exactly all about the structure and shape.
So Andre, you've picked out the top 3 back exercises that all bikini athletes should be doing.
Yes.
So I can't wait to see the list, but what's up first?
So the first thing we're going to do is focus on some of that upper back and our rear delts, maybe even a little bit of mid-trap. We're going to start with some prone, incline, reverse flies, and a few different variations, which we'll get into in just a second. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our prone, incline, reverse flies. All right, let's go ahead and get in position here, Ashley. We're going to actually slide you down just a little bit, get our chest on there, and our hand position really makes a difference in what muscle group we're targeting. So if we want a little bit more mid-trap, mid-back here, we can actually supinate our grip so thumbs come up a bit and then out, and you can see some of that detail working, versus if we were to pronate our grip, and now we're bringing a little bit more of that emphasis out into the rear delts, which, as Ashley knows, can be very important to adding shape to your bikini back pose.
What he said.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and start this with a dumbbell variation. And we're gonna pronate like we're pouring out water on the way up. Again, you see that detail working. Ashley's got very good, mature muscle quality in the back. So you can really see some of this detail. Just do about 2 more reps here, Ashley. Good. And now we're gonna switch to bands. And while we're switching, let's maybe talk to our audience, if you're a competitor, the requirements for bikini shoulders. They don't want to see a hard cap where it's too obtrusive at that upper arm tie-in, but you do have to have full round delts. So these will help round out some of those rear delts and give you that nice full look that you're trying to achieve in bikini. Once you get done here, we can actually drop a band if you've got a partner. We're gonna go through some manual resistance. So constant loading, let's go up again. Let me make Ashley work for this. Give me 1 more here. A lot of time under tension. And down. Perfect. How'd that feel?
My shoulders and back's on fire.
I can already see the pump.
Pumped up.
Normally we're working moderate tempo here, 3 to 5 sets. If it's a lagging area, you might want to push that to 4, 5, or 6 sets. You can keep these relatively light and, push for higher volumes. Keep the pump going.
Need pump.
So we're gonna do a compound movement here for our second exercise. We're combining an RDL with a bent over row.
Woo!
So let's go ahead and demonstrate this. It's kind of a superset. We're gonna soften the knees. Let's start in our RDL stance. And let's go down, and then on the way up, we're gonna pause and go through bent row. Back down, that's 1 rep. Staying in a hypertrophy rep range here, focusing on 10 to 12 reps, 4 to 6 sets. You're gonna have yourself a good back workout.
I like that we're getting some glute in there too and some hammy.
Oh yeah.
You
don't train glutes, do you?
Me, no. Never. In bikini, why would I do such a thing?
Might be an extra benefit. Good, but we're definitely gonna add some lat development here, which will help with your X frame. And help really set off your back pose for bikini. All right, number 3 on our list, we're gonna work through some pullovers. One of my favorites in the bikini front pose, which we'll demonstrate at the end of this video. It's important to add a little bit of thickness through the lats, not exaggerated, but we wanna have a nice shape. So what we're gonna do is let's start with our arms extended. You can do these dumbbell or barbell. Let's go into our first few reps here. Good. So we're getting our serratus and our upper lats involved here, and up, getting a little bit of chest on the way up. Good, keep your breathing. Normally we do about 8 to 10 reps here. We're gonna do one more for this video and then show you a great way to burn out these lats. So I'll take that. Let's go through a few manual resistance reps. All right, let's go. And down. You want to keep constant tension throughout this full range of motion. Exhale on the way up, bring it out here. Let's do 2 more here, Ashley. And you can actually see her upper lats and her teres starting to fire through this motion. And relax. Good. How'd that feel?
Wow, they're
Wings.
burned.
Lat City.
I'm gonna fly out of this gym with these wings.
Lat City.
Lat City.
All right, so Ashley, why don't we go ahead and get into our front pose. We're gonna tie this all together and show you guys why some of these movements are important. So Ashley, let's kind of show them, right, when we do the pullovers, we're working underneath here to give her body a little bit more shape and structure. Again, not so exaggerated where it makes you stand out negatively for having like massive lats, but you do want to have that shape and that X frame.
Right, and I do find that girls that don't have developed lats have a really hard time in the front pose because they don't have the width up top. So actually whenever they relax their arm, it goes to their glute. And then they have to compensate by reaching out like this or tilting their arm out, which isn't flattering. So yeah, so I like to tell girls, like, as long as you have developed lats and they're good to go, your arm just falls to the side. I don't have to force it away from my body, it just falls, so.
In fact, why don't we overpose the lat just to show what that looks like. So if you're lagging in this area, you might try to overpose to cheat it a little bit, and it might come off as just awkward. So
or a figure.
Or figure, right?
Yes.
Other good considerations, if you've got one side that's lagging and you need to focus on your symmetry, as you're going through your competition prep, look at unilateral work. So start breaking those apart into single arm exercises. Lastly, let's touch on the other 2 exercises. So we did a compound movement with an RDL to a bent over row. That definitely will add some thickness and shape through the mid lats in this area. And then more importantly, for bikini, since the hair is covering a good portion of her back, we still need that shape and structure through the rear delts. So first exercise with that, face down, we'll call it the prone incline reverse fly, is really adding fullness and shape to those rear deltoids. And again, improving her overall balance top to bottom.
Wow, that was some good tips. I learned so much today. I'm gonna definitely be trying those in my next workout. So really appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me, and thank you guys all for watching. And Andre, tell them where they can find you on social media.
You guys can find me primarily on Instagram. It's AndreAdams_official, or online on my website, www.andreadamsofficial.com.
He's official.
Official.
He's official.
Now I just need a check mark like Ashley.
Check mark's coming soon. Sure. After this video, it's coming.
That's right.
But if you guys like my outfit, you can find it in the link in the description. It's Buff Bunny, of course. Of course, hello. Cue the fashion, you know. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you later.